A dog barking cannot harm the sun. It's too high up. Let these people spit whatever they want. That cannot take anything away from the nobility of our Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah says, "Rafa'na laka dhikrak." We raised your mention. When Allah raises something, no creation can bring it down, people. No creation can bring it down. Anybody who studies the Quran seriously knows that Allah records on multiple occasions how prophets were insulted, how they were made fun of, how they were rejected in the most obscene ways, and how even the prophets themselves felt the pain of those disbelievers making fun of them. Nuh alayhi salam complains about how people found him disgusting and that they would plug their ears, with their fingers and walk away from him and pull their clothes back as a show of insult to him. And our Prophet is no exception, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This Quran that honors our Prophet also at the same time records the most hurtful words that were said to him, that the Prophet himself would have to recite and remind himself of the words that were said about him. Sahir, magician, majnoon, insane, kadhab, a perpetual liar. So many accusations are made against our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they're all recorded in the Quran. Allah wants us to remember that this is a fact, that all prophets, though they are the most noble of Allah's creation, and that Allah Himself has honored them, at the same time are people that will face the worst kinds of insults and the worst kinds of ridicule. But what is supposed to be the reaction? And if anybody's supposed to be angry and just be overwhelmed with rage when the Prophet is insulted, I would argue it would be his companions, whose faith, radiallahu anhum ajma'in, can't even be compared to yours and mine. But how come they don't react the way we do? How come they're not having any protests? How come they're not going out and yelling and screaming in rage? Because they understand that the Quran didn't just come to give them a love for their Prophet, but also to guide that love and to also teach them how to respond to these kinds of